Get a whole Superman spit curl going there. Hello again, I'm Ryan, your host for The Toast. So it's only been a day since my last video and already I've got more Superman and Batman to talk about. So the trailer for Batman v Superman dropped. First up on the trailer we got like a whole 2 minutes worth of Batman and, Bruce Wayne. Don't want to give away his secret identity too early. Spoilers. We get Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent meeting for the first time. Fancy gala dinner at the Avengers' new facility, it looks like. Right off the bat, I gotta say, I like the battle of philosophies they're having while not in costume. It's something that we do need, even though we don't go to a movie like this for all that kind of heavy conversation. It's a superhero movie, but we do need it. And I like that they have that in there. And of course, right in the middle of having their banter, we get Lex Luthor show up out of nowhere and totally ruining the scene. Well, not ruining it. I mean, he's supposed to be that character. Lex does a great job already at making you hate him. But that's actually a good thing, because Lex Luthor is supposed to be someone you don't like. He's the villain. So Jesse Eisenberg does a really good job of making him an annoying character that you don't like. Now I gotta say, I'm kind of siding with Batman here. I mean, he said Superman's the one that brought the war to us. And that's completely right. In the last movie, the whole city was devastated by this friggin' alien war. And Bruce Wayne, apparently from the trailer, was right in the center of it. And I do like that too. Bruce Wayne was there, and he was at Ground Zero, and you get to see all these shots. And they probably did a really good job of mashing it all together and matching the two movies. And really reminding you that, yeah, some shit went down in the last movie. Even though said shit was not good. And of course, the first shot we see of Superman in the movie has Zack Snyder pasted all over it. His slow-mo. I mean, they've gotten a lot better since Watchmen and that. And Zack Snyder is known to do it. But sometimes it's a little too much. Just adding slow motion to something to make it epic doesn't always work. Especially when you're dealing with three people in... well, not spandex, but even though I'm jabbing at the characters for being in the bright colored costumes and everything, I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. It's a superhero movie. Even though they've dulled down the colors a lot for this nitty-gritty stuff. But there is one shot of Superman with his eyes glowing, and it's just really cool. It's all night, stormy and rainy, and it works. And it was, that is the one thing in the trailer that would have given me shivers. You ever get that feeling in trailers when something happens and the music picks up and you get the shivers? Of course you do, you're a moviegoer. Ah, the Bat voice. I'm so happy that we have this Bat voice back. Unlike Christian Bale's Bat voice, swear to me! This Bat voice has kind of got the techno alteration, kind of like in the show Arrow. Not enough to ruin it, it's just enough to make it... this guy's not just a dude in a mask, he's got more with the stubble. And he doesn't have to strain his vocal cords. And then we come to Lex Luthor and Zod's body. Now, I gotta admit, it's a good idea, turning Zod, or taking his body and turning him into Doomsday. Why Doomsday? Well, it's about time they had a big superhuman villain in a Superman movie. Or hell, even a Batman movie. But Doomsday... using Zod's body and turning him into Doomsday is a good device. I like it when things tie together like that. It doesn't mean it has to ruin comic continuity, because these are movies and people don't read... I mean, Doomsday is... he's not really a well-known character because he's just like a big monster. But in a movie standpoint, moviegoers is going to go see this movie because, oh, Superman and Batman. And then Doomsday's going to show up and like, oh, it's just a big monster. So it's fine that they've created their own origin for him. Using Zod to create Doomsday, so you all of a sudden got a Kryptonian Hulk, is a great idea. And I'm fine with it. And I like the way it ties together like that. If only it looked better when it tied together. And it wasn't some kind of crappy knot, like from someone who doesn't know how to tie knots. When Doomsday shows up, he comes in sliding, surfing down the building, and he gets there and he kind of does the classic monster kind of grunty gurgle sound that they always do, and then barfs lasers. Okay, now we gotta talk CGI. Doomsday shows up looking like a Michael Bay Ninja Turtle had sex with a cave troll, like Hulk fell in the mud, like Voldemort cast Buffouticus Spikicus. He's not even that spiky. I mean, maybe they grow? Now let's talk CGI. Now up close the textures look good, but a grey CG blob is always going to look like a grey CG blob. The Avengers have got it really good with Hulk, and there's a lot of movies out there that do it really well. This one... no. Where are they even fighting anyway? Is this another Superman movie where they just wreck an entire city? Because it sure looks like that. The whole place is on fire. And then we have Wonder Woman. So it makes me think this fight happens in Themyscira. I don't know a lot about Wonder Woman, but I know what Themyscira is. it's like her Greek island or something. But it can't be that because it has, like, there's a big truck in the background when they're fighting, and it's obviously it's a modern ruined city. Unless that truck is full of, like, hair gel or something, because she's a model. Okay, yeah, I've got to talk about that. Her being a model. Them casting Gal Gadot. Nothing against Gal Gadot. When she blocks that laser blast and she's like... she's totally making a model face. I don't want to get into a rant about how Wonder Woman is too small and too skinny right now, because, I mean, she's supposed to be a muscly lady who looks like she could mess you up. That said, she shouldn't be modeling on screen. And her sword isn't even sharp. You take a look at that shot, and look at that sword, the way the lights reflect on it, that is not a sharp sword. It's like a wiffle sword, a Nerf sword. In the last shot, Batman looked like he had a rifle, but he doesn't use guns. It's probably some kind of, like, kryptonite gun. Like, cryo gun, maybe. Whatever it is, it's a bat gun. It's nice to hear Batman swear, too. He's like, oh shit. Well, I mean, they cut it off right in time because it's a trailer, but I hope they don't cut it off in the actual movie. That'll be the day when Batman looks at someone and goes, oh, fiddlesticks. Okay, so has this trailer made me excited for the movie? No. The clip I did the last video for, that made me excited for the movie. This one felt like I saw the entire movie already in one trailer. There's a fine line between showing you too much and showing you just enough to get you curious. This one showed too much. If they had kept Doomsday as like the big surprise in the movie, that would have actually impressed me, being like, oh, they held back. Good. And I would have been like, yeah, Doomsday! I vaguely know him from the books. But as it happens, I'm afraid this trailer is just a piece of burnt toast to me. Overdone. Everything in it is... It started out as just toast when they're having dialogue. Nothing's much happening, but you're subtly building up your movie with the dialogue at the beginning. And then it just kind of goes overboard. It shows you too much, totally burns the toast. And then the crumbs of it are just getting everywhere, and I'm just stepping through them all, sticking to my socks. So the Batman vs. Superman trailer. I would ask what you think of it, but really, I don't care. Now, I know I must sound like a downer because I'm just picking apart this trailer and saying everything I hate about it, but I mean, I still want to see it. I'm still a fan. I'm still excited by big action movies. And I understand that a movie like this isn't necessarily about anything too deep. It might just be a popcorn movie. You go see it, get some big explosions, get some cool fight scenes, get to see a lady in a Spartan skirt with too much leg showing. But it's all just popcorn. Popcorn for my eyes. And there's nothing wrong with that. I enjoy those movies. I enjoy them more than anybody. I went to film school. When I actually review some movies, I'll wave my film school diploma in your face. But, don't worry, I don't have a beret. Oh yeah, so I heard an interesting theory regarding my last video about the Bat-Scarra thing when he's all chained up in the desert. I've heard that that might be a nightmare sequence, because apparently that costume is called the Nightmare Batman. I don't know if you know anything about this. I just heard it yesterday. I hope that doesn't spoil anything for you, but really, it doesn't look like a nightmare to me. That elaborate of a nightmare, that realistic of a nightmare just doesn't work. So I think it's real. So I think you can probably just ignore me right now. Well, you're probably doing that anyway, actually. If you didn't see my last video, please go back and check it out. Not that I'm going to tell you what to do. I mean, I could, but to Kilgrave you, I'd have to actually be talking to you directly. I mean, I've been watching a lot of Jessica Jones. I'm almost done. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's still early days in these videos, so I appreciate it. And as always, cheers.